The president, on occasion, the president can kind of surprise you when he gives a decent speech or speaks like a reasonable human being. To me, this is Barack Obama at his absolute worst. This is stomach churning. I hope for those of you out there on the West Coast or the Mountain States who have recently just eaten your lunch, please hang on, because this is, to me, about as nauseating as it gets for a president of the United States. It is the purest level of pandering. It is a tissue of lies. It is distorted. It is cheap politics of a particularly disgusting manner, and it includes lies and distortions and fabrications about his own background. The kind of thing that should get somebody tossed out of office, except it's too late for that. We had our chance in 2012. Here is the President of the United States speaking to an adoring crowd on Equal Pay Day.
Now, we're here because today is Equal Pay Day. Equal Pay Day.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have a day.
Yes, it is.
But it's even better to have equal pay. And our job's not finished yet. Equal Pay Day means that a woman has to work about this far into 2014 to earn what a man earned in 2013. Think about that. A woman's got to work about 3 more months in order to get what a man got because she's paid less. That's not fair. That's like adding an extra 6 miles to a marathon. It's not right. Ain't right. It's not right, and it ain't right.
Listen to that little self-satisfied laugh. Isn't he clever? Isn't that just so clever? It ain't right. It ain't right, and it's not right. No, it's not right. It's not even true. None of it is true. This is disgusting. He does Equal Pay Day now. By the way, when was discrimination in the workforce based on gender finally taken care of? He trotted out Lilly Ledbetter, and I'm glad she's still alive. And didn't we pass the Lilly Ledbetter Act? Didn't that fix it in 2009? Well, actually, it did make for a whole bunch more lawsuits, but it hasn't fixed the problem. When did Congress finally, after years and years of struggle, get around to adjusting this equal pay matter? Now, no better source to go to than the National Committee on Pay Equity. It's an ultra-liberal group, and it is a group that acknowledges that, quote, 2 laws protect workers against wage discrimination. The Equal Pay Act of 1963 prohibits unequal pay for equal or substantially equal work performed by men and women. That's the Equal Pay Act of 1963. President Obama was 2 years old. Okay? This is a law on the books. There are lawsuits about it every year, every week. The president is engaged in the shabbiest kind of political exploitation in a desperate attempt to save the Democratic majority in the Senate. He has no realistic effort or attempt to get a Democratic majority in the House. This is basically to save endangered Democratic senators. And I don't think it's going to work because it is so shabby and so transparent and so pathetic. Now, by the way, let me ask you just a question out there. And honestly, I do want, for people who are concerned about the pay gap between men and women, it's an obvious kind of question, but one that people are too polite to ask, which is, if it were true that you can pay women less to do the same job that men do, why would any employer ever hire a man? Think about it for a moment. Why would the people who are working right through the glass from me at the radio station where we have our flagship station here, KTTH in Seattle, there are a lot of males working in this newsroom. A lot of females, too, probably about half and half. But why would there be half men? If you can pay the women less, why would the company that runs these radio stations, a company called Bonneville, why would they ever hire a man?